sponsored by the Health Foundation for Western and Central New York. Well, for this Farm to Fork Friday, we are certainly in quite the costume. Patty Green, tell our viewers where you have taken us today.
I have taken us to Masterson's in East Aurora, and we are here with Erin, who is the chief apiary or beekeeper. So we are amongst thousands, or not millions, of bees.
Millions of bees. So Erin, tell us about your apiary and what you do here.
So we do a lot of things here, all environmental type things, but our apiary, this one in particular, is where we teach a lot of beekeeping classes and we harvest all of the honey that we sell up in the store. So this is primarily a teaching and production facility, and then we have a separate apiary over there that is our community apiary, where we teach classes and allow people to adopt a beehive over there.
Very fun. Yeah. So what is important that you want our viewers to know about bees and what they do not only for our environment but for us?
So bees are incredibly important, and not just honeybees. Honeybees are awesome. They're great at pollination because we can move them. But we have more than 400 types of bees just in New York State alone. They're all incredibly important for pollination. So taking care of all of them is really, as gardeners and as people that live here, the important thing for us to do.
Okay. Patty, I know that you always talk about the importance of having locally sourced foods, and that's another reason why you wanted to bring us here, right?
Yes, because I understand that local honey is really good for our body because we live in this environment, and maybe a teaspoon a day could help.
Exactly.
Keep the medicine man away.
Yeah, a teaspoon of honey a day.
Exactly. That's better than a pill, right?
Yeah.
So there's tons of anecdotal evidence. People have known from the beginning of time that there's a lot of medicine in a beehive. Local honey provides you with some of the local pollen, which tends to cause our allergies. So that's the biggest reason for local honey, aside from supporting local beekeepers and less transportation and all that. But for allergies, that's why we choose local. But all honey is raw honey is very healthy and good for you. It's a nice stable sugar. There's a lot of health benefits to just eating raw honey.
And not just eating it, right? You actually make skincare products. Tell us about that.
I do. So again, there's a lot of medicine in a beehive, and a lot of it works beautifully on our skin. Honey on its own is a very antibacterial and soothing type of a thing. So just as a skin mask, wonderful for that. It's great in treating wounds because it's antibacterial and it provides moisture while still sealing things in. It's used in a lot of burn treatments. And then we harvest other things from the hive too. So the beeswax and another thing called propolis are the other magical ingredients that I use in a lot of the products I make.
Incredible.
I know, it's great. The nice thing also is you can buy her honey right here in East Aurora. You can also buy her skincare products, but what we're going to try in the kitchen next week is her barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Honey barbecue sauce, right? And what other products do you have that are food oriented?
So pollen actually is a food on its own. So we do have pollen in the store.
Okay.
We make creamed honeys, which are wonderful, and then also some infused honeys. So adding some of the herbs that I grow, infusing those into the honey. So a lavender infused honey is lovely. Lemon verbena honey is great. So just to add a little bit of flavor and some of the benefits of those herbs into the honey as well.
Okay. Can we see more of the bees?
We sure can.
Okay.
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
I don't know if I am.
I'm a little scared, but it's going to be fine. We're friends with the bees.
First, we can just look at them and meet them out front. So what these ones are doing, when you see a lot of bees on the front, a lot of times it's because there's so many inside. They're just kind of sitting on the porch making some room.
Got it.
There's also bees here that are watching everything that's going on. Okay. And they're sending an alarm to everybody else saying, hey, there's some people here.
Okay. So they're the watchers, the guardsmen.
They're literally called guards. Yep, those are the guard bees.
What is your smoke machine?
So the smoker, what those guards are doing is sending up a pheromone, letting the other bees know that there's something we don't like. There's an alarm. This masks that, so they don't get the message. So all the bees up here have no idea that there's something to be upset about.
Okay.
And then as we work with the bees, the smoke also makes them think there might be a fire nearby, which gives them something else to think about.
Okay.
So it becomes busy. Exactly. That's exactly what it does. So it keeps them focused on something else and not so much what we're doing.
Hence the saying, busy bee.
Exactly. So they're all really super busy. So the ones that we see flying amongst us here, those are the foragers coming and going. So those are the ones bringing all the nectar and pollen back to the hive. And then all the ones in here.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Either processing the honey, or there are some bees that are taking care of the baby bees. So those are nurse bees. And then the youngest bees in the hive are the cleaners. So like when you're a little kid, your job is to clean up your room. The youngest bees in here are just cleaning. So up in this top box is where they're making the honey. So we'll take a really super quick peek in there.
Okay.
See what we can see. Except that I don't have my tool in my pocket, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it off.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
So
Wow.
if you peek down in there,
Look at all of that.
all of those bees on all of those frames are bringing in nectar, and then they dry it down, so it's only 17.5% water, and then they cap it, and then that's when we can harvest it. So
Okay.
they keep what's down in the bottom, and we harvest what's in the top, because that's the excess up in
Nice.
there.
Oh, wow.
What I love about this, we just learned so much from you, and our viewers can actually come out and meet you and take some classes as well, right?
Yeah, we teach classes all throughout the season. If you decided I really want to be a beekeeper, you're going to end up here. We do all the classes, we sell the bees and all of the hive equipment, and try to really be a resource for people that are interested in either keeping bees or just supporting them in their own yards.
Alrighty, well thank you so much for inviting us out. Viewers, if you're interested in learning more or want to get your own fresh, locally sourced honey, you got to come check them out. Thanks so much for inviting us here, Patty.
Thank you.
Well, from the hive to the kitchen, now that we've learned more about nature's sweetest gift and where it comes from, we have some fresh ideas for how to use it. Hi, Patty. Oh my goodness. I was very scared there, but we did pretty good.
We did well, and we learned a lot. And
Yes.
it was wonderful to go and have that experience.
It absolutely is, because we just learned how all of this gets made, and now you're going to teach us how to take it from a bottle and, you know, incorporate it into our food.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of people know honey, put it in tea, put it on ice cream, put it in yogurt. A lot of simple applications, but I wanted to show it to you in savory dishes.
Okay.
All right, and so we have this delicious honey soy chicken that I made that
Okay.
is darn tootin' tasty.
Darn
Recipe
tootin'
you can get on the Recipe Club website, but this is so good. It's got soy, it's got honey drizzled on top of it, and it's a savory but sweet dish.
Nice. Okay. What else? You've got a stir fry for us?
I have a stir fry. You know why? Because I was at the farmer's market.
Of course.
And I got some veggies.
Uh-huh.
And I said, what should I do with these veggies? I just went to the apiary. And why not do a quick stir fry with whatever's in season? It doesn't have to be the typical Asian mix. It can be anything from broccoli to eggplant to carrots and some colorful peppers.
Yum.
And I just added some honey, a little bit of soy, some vinegar, and have it sauteing in my pan.
Nice.
Once I take it out of my pan,
Okay.
then I'm going to slowly put some honey on it.
Okay, should we put it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So what was one thing you learned at the apiary?
When she showed us the different levels of where she keeps the bees go, and
Yeah.
how they each in their different levels, each in their different rooms, they have their own jobs and responsibilities, right? And
Yes.
if you noticed when she was spraying the smoke, that was kind of to throw their senses off so they didn't go into attack mode. So that was pretty interesting as
Yeah,
well.
because they communicate via smell.
Yes.
Pheromones, which I didn't know. And did you know that a bee, in its lifetime, makes 1/12 of a tablespoon of honey? That's it. That's why this is so expensive, people.
Okay.
So when you get, and you really want to get the real deal. We heard about allergies.
Yes.
If you have allergies, it's good to try maybe a teaspoon of honey on a daily basis, and that can help quell some of your allergies.
I love it.
We also learned that there's different color honeys.
Yes, the lighter, the darker.
What's the light?
The light one, I think, is for the summer season. The
It
darker
is.
one is going into the fall season.
It is. And there's different honeys that have different herbs and spices. This one has cinnamon. But what you really want to do when you're purchasing honey is you want to look at the label.
Yes.
It should say one ingredient. And what is that?
Honey.
Now, if it's hot honey, maybe they add some chili peppers or something of that nature. Or if they're adding some herbs, you want it to be natural. You don't want it to be flavored.
Yeah.
So it should say cinnamon, or it should say lavender, or whatever it may be. But it shouldn't be masked with quote-unquote natural flavors.
Okay.
So you
Should we
doing
have
that?
our spoonful of honey for the day? I need one. I need some.
So
I have
good.
bad
It's
allergies.
so good. I think I'm going to try one of these wings, to be honest
Okay.
with you, because these are quite tasty. And then obviously serve this with rice. All right, I did a nice
Obviously.
little bowl of rice. Look at this.
Oh, that's delicious. And that is over on
Oh my God.
your website. You have a whole recipe club
I
for
do.
people to join you.
I do.
You post the recipes so that people have an idea of when they go to a farmer's market and they get these vegetables, or if they go to the apiary and get some fresh honey, they know what to do with it.
Absolutely. So everything is about eating in season, and we highlight pretty much an ingredient each week.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna eat this for lunch, so thank you for this, Patty Green. Viewers, if you would like to join the party, join the recipe club, you can also order a Harvest Kitchen meal kit or sign up for virtual cooking classes. That'll be starting in the fall, right?
Yes.
Just visit farmtofork716.com. This segment is sponsored by the Health Foundation for Western and Central New York.